name's Emma Chichester Clark and I'm going to show you how to draw Mister Toots. Here's Mister Toots. He's a new book coming out and I'm not sure what Mister Toots is. This is the first picture I did of him. He's a little creature. I don't know whether he's an alien or whether he's a kind of little elf, but he just arrives from nowhere and nobody knows who he is. And he arrives to live with this lovely doggy family. So I'll just see if I can draw him for you. I need a lovely black pencil and I start with his hat usually. And so it's sort of round like that. That's the rim of his hat. And then he has a little round face. And I'll do the rest of the hat first, because it's a long hat with a tail. It goes all the way down there, and it's got a little bobble on the end. And then I'll do his body. I always leave his face till last, just in case all the other bits go wrong. He's got a body a bit like a little baby, a sort of toddler. But I've no idea how old he is. He's only got 3 fingers. So that maybe means he's an alien. I thought about giving him 6 fingers, but it's easier to draw 3. So he's got little feet like this that look as though he's going somewhere, but he's not. He's going to stay standing still. Here he is, last foot. And then I'm going to do his eyes, which are very big, round eyes like this. And a little nose. And I'm never sure if he's happy or sad. He's looking over there. What do you think? Shall we make him happier? He looks a bit miserable. So fill it in like that. Now he's smiling. And then I don't want him just to be floating around, so we'll put a bit of a line here, which makes it look like he's standing on the ground. Now we have to colour him in. So get a bit of water and a bit of white paint, which I mix up with some blue. Oops, where's the blue gone? There it is. Very pale blue for his little face. You have to do it quite carefully to get it round his eyes. Sometimes I have to go back and do the black lines again because they disappear. So he's got a little pale blue face like this. Sometimes you can change things a bit when you paint on top of the lines. I think I'm going to change his hat a little bit. Oh dear, his finger's getting blobby. Okay, so... And he also, his little suit that he wears is the same colour as his skin almost. But you don't have to do it this colour, you can do it all any colour you like. But I just chose blue because I thought if he was green then he would definitely be an alien. And I thought if he was pink he would definitely be a baby. So this is just a sort of in-betweeny colour. So he might be an alien and he might be a sort of fairy elf. Then I made his hat, rim of his hat, a bit bluer actually. So I'm going to put a little bit more blue ink onto my plate and just make it a tiny bit darker on there. And actually I think the rim could go all the way round. It would make his face look rounder, wouldn't it? So I'm going to continue the paint round here. and I'll redraw that line in a minute. I'm doing it rather badly because I'm just doing it as quickly as I can. And I do the little bobble at the bottom blue as well. And then the rest of his hat is sort of purpley. So we do a little bit of that, a bit darker. There we are. And I'll start here because start at this end because that new bit I just did is still wet. Okay, here we go. I think he looks much happier now that he's getting his clothes on, coloured in. And up we go. Oh, is it going to run? I hope not. No, it's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm going to draw that line again. So this is how to draw Mister Toots. Where's my black pencil? I'm going to make this a bit darker. And here. Sometimes I do coloured crayons on top as well, just to make some shading. But I can't do it because it's too wet. So I'm not going to do it now. Anyway, there we are. And to just make his eyes a bit darker. So he's really looking out. And his face. And his smile. So there he is. There's Mister Toots. I think that's as good as I can manage. I think I better do some practicing. But you can have a go. Have a go and see what happens. Okay? Bye.